Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm happy to see you today for another video, and this week's video we're gonna stay in the topic of celebration parties because of course it's the winter holidays, so some of you are maybe celebrating the New Year's, but we're gonna see everything related to that topic today, which is the New Year, le Nouvel An. Donc le Nouvel An, the New Year, we're gonna see all the vocabulary related to it, phrases that we can make. We're going to be able at the end of this video to talk about our goals, which is in French, les résolutions. What are our goals for the New Year's? What do we want to improve in? We're going to see everything. So, get ready for today's class, le Nouvel An. First part, qu'est-ce que le Nouvel An? Meaning, what is the New Year's? Le 31 décembre, le réveillon. So on December 21st, we have what we call le réveillon, which is the New Year's Eve. Then le 1er janvier, January 1st, it's the New Year's Day. In French, le Nouvel An. On célèbre, on fait la fête. Meaning, we celebrate and we party with families and friends. On compte jusqu'à minuit. Meaning, we count down to midnight. Minuit is midnight. On souhaite une bonne année. We wish a happy new year. Let's read it again all together for the pronunciation. Don't hesitate to repeat after me if you want to practice on your oral skills. Le 31 décembre, le réveillon. Réveillon. Le 1er janvier, nouvel an. On célèbre, on fait la fête. On compte jusqu'à minuit. On souhaite une bonne année. Okay, that's a little recap of what is the New Year's, when is it, what we do. Now let's focus on le vocabulaire, the vocabulary. This is the main one, pretty basic, pretty easy. As we said, if you want to say the New Year's Eve, le réveillon. Le réveillon. When it comes to the pronunciation of this one, you see that here I have the EI and the double L. It's always the A Y sound. Réveillon. That is the New Year's Eve dinner or party. If you want to say the countdown, in French we say le compte à rebours. This one is pretty long and pretty complicated because we have some letters that we do not pronounce when we speak, but we have to write them down. So you see that here, to say le compte, we need the P-T-E. But when you say it, we never pronounce the P. So just say compte, compte. I do pronounce my T, but I do not pronounce my P, but I still need to write it. À rebours, you need to write everything down, le compte à rebours, and of course, as usual, you don't pronounce the S. Le compte à rebours, the countdown. To say midnight, pretty easy. Minuit. And careful with the pronunciation of this one because sometimes we can hear our students struggle between midnight and minute. So if you want to say, for example, like in 10 minutes, you're going to say 10 minutes. This is not minute. To say midnight, we say minuit. So we don't pronounce the T, but we do pronounce the two vowels. Minuit. Minuit. That is midnight. The fireworks, les feux d'artifice. And I connect everything. Les feux d'artifice. To make a toast. In French, trinquer. Donc, trinquer is when you cheers or when you want to make a toast, say trinquer ou trinquer un toast, porter un toast. But trinquer will be the main word. And then the last one, the resolutions, the goals, les bonnes résolutions. Okay, pronunciation again. Repeat after me. Le réveillon. Le compte à rebours. And you see here, when it comes to compte finishing with an E, there's no accent, it's mute. But because of my A that follows, I'm going to avoid my E to pronounce my A straight away. Le compte à rebours. Minuit. Les feux d'artifice. Trinquer. Les bonnes résolutions. And that is pretty much the vocabulary that you need. Now, focus on the expressions. Les expressions. Happy New Year! Pretty basic at this time that we are doing this video. you're gonna see it is right the time. So if you wanna show a little bit to your surroundings, to your friends and family that you speak French, don't hesitate to say bonne année. Happy New Year, bonne année. Of course, sometimes when it comes to wishes, especially in French, we tend to say bonne année, but we tend to join this little expression with good health. Because, of course, if we wish someone to have a happy new year, it means to have a good health with it. So the two tends to be always together. Bonne année, bonne santé. We wish the good year and we wish, of course, the good health. Bonne année, bonne santé. To say best wishes, tous mes vœux. Careful with the. The wishes, you see the O and the E, it's the one that is always connected. When it comes to the sound, it's just sound. Tous mes vœux. Then, best wishes for the year. Meilleurs vœux pour l'année. And the last one, I wish you lots of happiness. Je vous souhaite beaucoup de bonheur. Okay, one more time. Bonne année. And you connect everything. As long as you have a vowel from the second word, you link it. Bonne année. Bonne santé. Tous mes vœux. Meilleurs vœux pour l'année. Je vous souhaite beaucoup de bonheur. And now you are the absolute master of the French expression when it comes to the New Year's. Now let's see the traditions in France. First, we have dinner with family and or friends. On dîne en famille ou entre amis. Donc, to have dinner is the verb dîne. On dîne means we have dinner. En famille ou entre amis. Sometimes when it's party time, we like to drink a little bit with moderation of champagne. On boit du champagne. We kiss at midnight. Tradition, when it's midnight, you find your lover, or if you don't have any, it's good. You just find someone you like or you love, family, friends. You hug, you kiss, it's a tradition. On s'embrasse à minuit. We kiss at midnight. And the last one, we send greeting cards. On envoie des cartes de vœux. This tends to be the tradition. If I'm 100% honest with you, we tend to skip the cards with just calls and text, but this is the tradition. When it's midnight, you just celebrate it with the people you're with and you call everyone in your surrounding, in your close circle, to wish them the best for the upcoming year. Let's read that all together one more time. On dîne en famille ou entre amis. On boit du champagne. On s'embrasse à minuit. And do say minuit, not minute, minuit. On envoie des cartes de vœux. And now you know the tradition in France. Now, I want us to talk about les nouvelles résolutions. What are those? You know that usually when it's the New Year's, you're like, okay, this year I want to improve on this, I'm going to be like that, I want to do this, this, this. These are the goals of the year. In French, les résolutions. I wrote you a couple of examples that people may want to say, may want to do for the New Year's, but you can have little exercises on that. So pay attention to the way we build the phrases. It's an example, but when it comes to like saying your goals of the year, we tend to use what we call the futur proche. That means the close future, the near future. Why that? Because it's the same as saying, this year I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to travel more, I'm going to. So because it's like something that's going to happen pretty soon, because it's your goals of right now, you can use the close near future. This is what we're doing right here. So we're going to see the phrases, we're going to see how we build them, and then you're going to have a little exercise on your own. First one. Cette année, je vais faire du sport. Of course, that tends to be the main one for pretty much everybody. This year, I'm going to do some sport. Don't know who's going to do it for the whole year, but at least it's a resolution. We try. So you see here the way the phrase is built is pretty easy. Je vais faire, near future with the verb aller. I'm going to do some sport. Je vais faire du sport. Second one, cette année, je vais manger plus sainement. That matches with the sport. This year, I'm going to eat healthier. Plus sainement is literally more healthy. 3. Cette année, je vais lire plus de livres. This year, I'm going to read more books. 4. Cette année, je vais voyager. So you see, it's always je vais because I'm going to, and then you put your verb full form, infinitif. This year, I'm going to travel. Cette année, je vais voyager. Cette année, je vais apprendre le français. This year, I'm going to learn French. Yes, and that's an amazing goal. Cette année, je vais économiser de l'argent. Économiser, to save. This year, I'm going to save some money. Cette année, je vais passer plus de temps avec ma famille. This year, I am going to spend more time with my family. So the way that we build the phrases are always the same, is je vais plus the verb and the rest. Je vais passer, I'm going to spend, plus de temps, plus de means more, temps means time, I'm going to spend more time avec ma famille, with my family. And the last one, cette année, je vais me coucher plus tôt. It's also a goal that we all say. This year, I'm going to go to bed earlier, to rest better. Je vais me coucher plus tôt. Same construction, just pay attention to the verb that have the little se, the little pronoun that are reflexive, because of course, if you want to say, for example, to go to bed, the verb in French is se coucher. You have the se. So if you have the se, because it's reflexive, you need to adjust the se to the person. Because I'm the one doing it, the se is going to turn into me. Je vais me coucher tôt, meaning the action applies on myself because it's je. So this year, I'm going to go to bed earlier. These are, of course, the main goals, resolutions that the majority of the people would say, but there are a lot more, I feel like, and it's your goal right now to tell me what your goals are. Just before I show you the exercises that I made for you, I want us to read that one more time all together for the pronunciation again. Cette année, je vais faire du sport. Cette année, je vais manger plus sainement. Cette année, je vais lire plus de livres. Cette année, je vais voyager. Cette année, je vais apprendre le français. Cette année, je vais économiser de l'argent. Cette année, je vais passer plus de temps avec ma famille. Cette année, je vais me coucher plus tôt. And now you know all the resolutions. Now it's your turn. Et toi, quelles sont tes résolutions? What are your resolutions? What are your goals? 10 ans, 5. I want you to give me 5. So you can that we said earlier, but if you want to create something different, if you want to be original, feel free to do it. It's even better. So you can always do it on your own and send the answers on Instagram, on our Instagram page. Do it in the comment section. Do what's better for you. But if you want to practice super good exercise, and I'm pretty curious to know what are your goals. So you have 2 ways to say it. I helped you. First one, cette année, je vais, which is the same construction as the one we saw earlier. Cette année, je vais, meaning this year I'm going to. And then you complete the phrase. Or we have another way to say, which is, for this year, I want to. Pour cette année, je veux. And then you know that every time you have je vais in the first one or je veux like the second one, you're going to need to add a verb that is full form. You put it infinitive. Okay, you don't conjugate because you have the first one that is already conjugated. So the second one has to be full form. And you write whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you liked it, that you learned more vocabulary. I'm curious to know what are your goals for the year. If you do have some, if you don't, it's fine. Maybe just learn French and improve your French. I think it's a good one. But I'm wishing you all a good new year, new goal. I'm wishing you all health, everything. Thanks for joining the channel. We are I don't know how many right now, but the channel grows and we're so happy to have you, and I'm wishing you all everything the best for you, and I'm seeing you next week for another video. Salut!